much in my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The ball carrier.
16 yards, a first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
His 48-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Spins by. Power running by Zeke. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Jaguars.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. They run. Robinson. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Robinson, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7. Bengals, nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Joe Schobert down the tackle.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot?
For a while, because you know me, I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They got 29 yards that time. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Robinson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Logan Cook on to punt for the Jaguars.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. This is taken around the 12. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A throw over the middle taken in. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 14, Bengals 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He'll drop this down to Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Down Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brandon Ayuk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd down, Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Flush to his right, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
21. Bengals 18.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7.
Again, it's Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. First down carry by Elliott. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
13 yards. First down, Jaguars.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There's Bryant, incomplete. It's 3rd down and the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here to Elliott, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 28, Bengals 18. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
37-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter. Picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And oh, that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a two-score game.
And two, doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.